So I wanted to take a break from my deconversion series and address a video made by the YouTuber Coherent Apologist. The video that he made that I'm going to be responding to is titled Atheists' Lives Are Meaningless, and I just wanted to address some of the points that he makes there and see if I can give him an idea of where atheists come from.
One of the things he remarked is that he's against this idea of atheists giving books to students because our message is one of negativity. That, the atheist message is one of hopelessness and purposelessness. And I take a lot of issue with that because I don't see that at all. I think the atheist outlook is actually a beautifully optimistic one.
Ah, man. Atheists are delusional. This is stupid, man. What's so optimistic about live temporarily and die eternally, man?
What isn't optimistic about it? I guess I just don't understand where you're coming from. What's so pessimistic about a worldview where when you die you're dead? Does that mean that I can't be happy while I'm alive? Does that mean I can't affect the lives of other people around me in positive ways? No, of course I can. The fact that I'm going to eventually die does not in any way diminish the life that I have now.
Where do you... For me, it's mind-boggling to find out or to know or to, I don't know, to question. Where do atheists have energy and motives to live, man?
Because I enjoy living. There's things that happen in my life that I really like. I like hanging out with friends. I like going hiking. I like going to the beach. I like learning about science. I mean, why would you in any way think that just because I don't think there's life after death, I therefore think that there's no meaning to life? I mean, the value I get from my life is no way connected to whether or not I live after I die. The value is right here. The value is right now. My life, today, next week, next year, that's the value I get out of my life. That is my motivation for living. The things that I do, the people I can affect, the good I can do in the world, that is my motivation to live.
Your life is worthless. It has no meaning, no purpose, man. Eat, sleep, die forever? That's the purpose of atheists? You people's life is meaningless, man.
If you think that all there is to life is eating and sleeping, then, my friend, you have not lived. But, joking aside, the meaning I get from my life is not at all connected to the fact that I will eventually die forever. The meaning for my life is here and now, in the day-to-day coming and going of my life. I'm here at my college over the summer, taking a high-level biology course to learn more about the field. I take great meaning from that. I take great purpose. It drives me to learn more about biology, to understand the natural world around us. This is something that I find very fulfilling. I enjoy doing it, and it gives me a sense of purpose. One day I want to push back on the barriers of the knowledge of mankind. I want to learn and expand upon the knowledge we currently have. Does the fact that I'm going to die one day in any way diminish that? No, not at all.
I just watched a video from Culpa Dusty. I think that's the name of the channel. He's mourning about his friend who just killed himself. I don't blame him, man. I don't blame atheists. For me, atheists, if they don't kill themselves, not because I wish that, but the motives for them to kill themselves is by far more than live. How come you guys keep on going day by day?
How sad of a man must you be? Is the only reason for your life this idea of God? Do you clutch so tightly to that that you can't find any other purpose in your life, any other reason to live? Because the way you describe atheists, it seems to me that you think all the life has been sucked out of them, that God is the only thing that keeps people going. And that's just sad to me that you think that. I wonder what sort of person you must be, what sort of life you must live to believe that the only purpose for life is to worship a god. Is that the only thing that gives your life purpose? I mean, do you not see beauty in just being alive, in interacting with new people, in going and seeing beautiful sights? I mean, these are things that an atheist does all the time. These are things that Christians and atheists alike both share. Do you not value those things? Do you not value gaining new knowledge? Do you not value having a good time with your friends, with going out and enjoying yourself, seeing a beautiful sunset? Do you not enjoy these things? Do you not do these things? Because how can you say that an atheist should just kill himself if you see these things as beautiful? Do you see where I'm going with this? Why should I kill myself? If I value these things, if you value these things, why do you think I should kill myself? Do you think I don't get the same value out of them? Do you think, from my perspective, the sunset is any less beautiful because a god didn't paint it there? It just boggles my mind.
Actually, planning to do things, man, I want to be in you guys' mind. Because a person who thinks a lot, and if he's an atheist, which is stupid, if you think you're not going to be an atheist. But if you think, man, if you're an atheist, for some reason you think.
I have no idea what you just said, which is quite ironic given that your YouTube name is Coherent Apologist.
You're not gonna find any motive to live. Why? Why build this? Why build that? Why do this? Why do that? Why create memories? Or why,
Because those are exactly our motives for living. Building memories, creating things, learning things, that is our purpose for living. You've entirely missed the point. You've entirely missed it. You've just answered your own question. Those are the very reasons we live. For those things themselves, the value those things themselves bring to us. We value those things because they make us happy. They allow us to experience the world, and we like that. That is the value right there. You've entirely missed the point.
why have any ideology whatsoever? That's why we have Neil deGrasse making fun of atheists, saying like, why atheists? Why does atheists actually? Why do we have atheists? It makes no sense whatsoever. You guys, you people's life is worthless. It has no purpose, man. Killing yourself is by far more attractive than living.
I want to make an important point. This is not all people in the world. This is Americans, religious people. It depends on which study you get. You ask, do you pray to a personal God? These numbers vary, but they're high and they're up around 90%. Okay? It might be 85. That's actually not important. That difference is not important for the point I'm about to make. It's high, okay? In the West, in America, 90%. Okay? What percentage of educated people are religious? The number drops. I'm talking about graduate degrees here. Among all people with masters and PhDs, the religiosity drops. Somewhere around 60%, might be 65. The point is, it drops with education level. Now let's bring in scientists. How about what percentage of scientists in America are religious. You average over all the branches, it's about 40%, maybe 35%. In there's a range, of course. Biologists, physicists, astrophysicists are lower. The sort of engineers and mathematicians are higher. So it averages out to about 40%. So this looks like scientists are 40% down from 90% from the general public. But that's the wrong, no, it's 40% down from 60% because all scientists have graduate degrees. So the graduate degree in any subject gets you halfway there. The science is the increment from the educated degrees. I mean, from the all educated people. That takes it down to 40%. Now you go to the elite scientists. This is a well-known number. 7% are religious, claiming a personal God to whom they pray and intervene in their lives. I submit to you that with the current atheist fervor that has taken on over the past several years, I would say launched, the modern atheists they're called, launched by the Dawkins book and the Hitchens book and the Sam Harris book and the like. And I was just in Borders recently, couldn't believe it. Sorry I didn't have a camera. Borders books, there it was. A section called Atheism. It was like, I'd never seen that before. It's like, okay. There it was. They had enough critical mass of books to make a section. So, here's my problem, here's my concern. When you're educated, and you understand how physics works, and you're mathematically literate, and you understand data, and you understand experiment, and you go up to someone who doesn't have that training, and they are religious, and you ask them, why are you religious and believing in invisible things that influence your life? What's wrong with you? Okay? That's unfair. It's not only unfair, it's disrespectful for the following reason. Until that number is 0, you've got nothing to say to the general public. These are scientists among us in the National Academy of Sciences who are religious and pray to a personal God, and I know some of them. And you're fighting the public for the religious beliefs? Figure that one out first, because maybe there's an asymptote. Maybe you can't change everybody. Maybe that's telling us something. Maybe there's something in the brain wiring that positively prevents some people from ever being an atheist. And if that's the case, in a way, they can't help it. And you'll never know it because you're not one of them. So I ask you, first, for compassion with the public, but you should target your exercise and your experiments on understanding that number. Because that's not 0. Yes, it's low, but it's not 1%, it's not 0.5% or 0.1%. It is 7%, 1 out of 14. If this were the National Academy of Sciences with 900, you'd have 100 people in here. Did I do that right? 7%? 65. Carry the 2. What, 65? Sorry, 7 times 9, yeah, so 6, yeah. You have 65 people in here among elite scientists praying to their personal God. So, now,